President Uhuru Kenyatta will tomorrow address a joint sitting of the two parliamentary chambers in his first State of the Nation address since his swearing in late last year. And as our political affairs reporter Muremi Mwangi now tells us, Kenyatta is expected to outline his administration's plans for implementation of his campaign pledges and give an update on the status of his National Cohesion Initiative with opposition chief Raila Odinga.
I, Uhuru Kenyatta.
Exactly 4 months and 4 days since taking oath for his second and final term, following the acrimonious 2017 polls.
His Excellency the President!
President Uhuru Kenyatta proceeds to Parliament to address a joint sitting of the National Assembly and the Senate on his inaugural State of the Nation address.
Remember the first address, us the members of NASA, we are not part and parcel because it was our time, it was during the time of resistance. But now, because of after the handshake, we are basically supporting the big four of the government. We expect first the presidents to clarify to the nation what are these big four agenda.
The president, number one, is under obligation to report to the House the measures taken and progress achieved by his government in the realization of what we call national values and principles of governance as enshrined in Article 10 of the Constitution.
But Kenyatta's address comes amidst a prevailing crisis in the education sector, with university lecturers yet to resume classes from their near 2-month strike. While Kenyatta's key legacy pillar of health is yet to fully stabilize, with medics unions angry at the government's recent decision to import 100 Cuban doctors, at a time Kenyan health workers have been pushing for better pay and improved working conditions, while the endemic wave of corruption in government remains a key parasite to public funds despite the president's tough talk on graft.
We are looking forward that now that the president is coming here, when there's no divisions in the House, he will come and provide a progressive report on how he intends to move forward and also to cement his legacy as a fourth president of this country.
So we want to hear, the universal health care and many other things that we need as a country. So we're looking forward to a more comprehensive talk, and also putting to silence some of the undertones that have come out in regards to the Constitution and many other things.
But in the aftermath of Kenyatta's surprise March 9th ceasefire handshake with opposition chief Raila Odinga, Kenyatta is widely expected to give a detailed account of progress on the Odinga-Kenyatta Building Bridges initiative, particularly after the two released a 14-member advisory team to the initiative on Sunday.
We want to know exactly what they have in store and what they have been discussing all through. So he has an opportunity on Wednesday at least to speak to the whole country on that agenda.
We have done a letter to our coalition leader, Raila Odinga, to consider forwarding 2 names to that committee from the NASA coalition to have a representation of the youth.
Before walking to Parliament, Kenyatta will inspect a guard of honor mounted by the Kenya Defence Forces along Parliament Road, with key members of the executive and the judiciary also expected to attend his address. Muremi Mwangi, KTN News.
Governor Muthomi Njuki has condemned